Hi, I'm Games Addict Sim, and this is how I would start as a new player on Ultimate Mining Tycoon. So when you start the game, you'll have a basic starter vehicle and factory setup. So now I head out of the base and follow the arrows. Let's head to the mine. If you get to the mine and it isn't drilled out at all, I would advise leaving and joining a new server. This will help you a lot. If not, go ahead and mine what you can. It will just take a little longer. Now to start, I've tried to prioritise getting lead and topaz, as these are worth the most at my current stage. Don't be afraid to head deeper into the mine. The game will give you a warning as you will be unable to break the stone. However, there may be plenty of other goodies to find. This is why you want to find a pre-drilled mine. Once full, head back to process what was collected. I usually take my time and place one bag or a few ore at a time. Time to place a polisher and process the rest. Here I can afford the ore smelter, however, I know I can also afford the next level pickaxe and extra bag space, so I choose not to place the smelter yet. Now let's go head to the shop where we can purchase the 500 pickaxe, the 100 backpack, and then we can head back to the mine where we can now get rubies, emeralds and sapphires. If you run out of available gems, fill up with anything else. Uranium is what I could get and it's worth a decent amount. Once full, head back and process what has just been collected. I then placed an ore smelter and a crusher. I also placed a second polisher to add extra value to the dust. Now back to the mine to carry on filling up. Right here I realised I could have purchased the 1000 gold quad for extra space. I just didn't think to. Now carry on filling until you get to 5k. Hopefully you can do this on your next run. If you get to 6k, go ahead and upgrade your quad to the 1000 gold one. However, I would prioritise your pickaxe over the vehicle. The 5k pick will allow you to mine diamonds and titanium. Make these a priority when you're collecting. Next I choose to place a kiln and a coiler, as these will be needed for the circuit maker. Now keep gathering until you have 20,000 for the circuit maker. Once you have it placed and start processing, you will notice a significant increase in income. I decided to purchase the mini dump and went off to gather more to sell. When you return and start processing, you will notice the bars building up on the line. This is because the smelter only produces one stone for every other stone that passes through it. For now, I simply move the circuit maker and place some conveyor to sell off the remaining coils. Another issue you will run into is that the gems will not pass through the circuit maker and then clog up the line. I just cleared a few gems off the line here. To stop the gem issue, a filter and a separate conveyor will need to be added. And make sure to click on the filter and select the all gem toggle. Here I could have gotten the 25,000 pickaxe, however, I know it doesn't unlock any new, more valuable ores, so at this stage I found it better to keep my money ready for the 100k pick. As you can see, I had to get lesser valued ore at this time. For the purpose of the video, I stayed on the same server to keep it as close to a new player experience as possible. However, if you want to, you can swap server and hope for a better outcome. Now we're going to change the ore smelter to a blast furnace. This is so it produces 1 stone per ore, making the line run smoother when we process the next load. I needed to add in an up and down elevator and reroute the gem line a little. Your factory may look different, please don't be afraid to be different. Now you will see the line will run nice and smooth and there should be no spare coils. Here I was placing ore in a bit at a time as I needed 50k. If you don't have 50k yet, just go carry on collecting and selling until you do. Now it's time to place a tempering forge. It'll cost 50,000, which seems a lot at first, however, it doubles the value of all bars that pass through it. Place this after your smelter, blast furnace or alloy maker. Now it's gathering time again. Keep gathering and selling until you get to 100,000. This may take a while depending on the ores you have on hand. Once you get to 100,000, it's time to place the alloy maker. The alloy maker merges 2 bars together and adds 20% onto the value. And because the alloy maker uses 2 bars at a time, this will allow us to swap the blast furnace back to the ore smelter, giving us a 30% increase to the value of the bars. I tried to keep the amount of conveyors on the glass side even to the bar side, just to keep it flowing nicely. And because I could afford to, I added in a gem cutter for the gem line. This is not so important yet, however it will pay for itself over time. Now it's time to keep mining and selling and let that money roll in until you get that 100k pickaxe and so on. The 1 million is a bit of a grind to get, but once you have it, the money gained goes up substantially. Now with this build you can generate funds very easy and go on to build whatever else you wish to produce on top. I use this setup every time with Prestige and it proves to be very effective. I do hope this has helped. Please follow and subscribe if it has, and let me know if you want more. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.